I really need like an official photography space because this is looking low budget as hell. Hey creators, welcome back to the studio. I'm Aramis the artist. Y'all, I'm proud of myself. I turned on the camera. We're here. We just pressed record. We're doing it. This week is probably one of my most busiest weeks to date. Probably not. Oh my God, why am I so dramatic? It's really a busy week though, and I'm like, you know what? Things are only gonna keep going up from here. First of all, I'm never gonna be where I was before. Like just with the trajectory of the growth that I'm on. First of all, I'm super grateful. Thank you for all of y'all. I just got the email from YouTube that I can apply for monetization. Your girl hit all the check marks. Now I just have to do all the back end paperwork stuff. So thank y'all so much. So that's even motivating me to keep going because your girl's a creative entrepreneur. Multiple streams of income. Part of this is like knowing that I'm never gonna have a community as small as I had before. Like it's just gonna only keep going up, and these commissions are gonna keep coming in, the projects are gonna keep coming in, the shows are gonna keep coming. There isn't gonna be a moment where I'm just like, life is perfect, it's nice, I'm not stressed, I ain't got nothing to do, let me turn on the camera and be like, hey. So knowing that, we're about to keep going. We about to keep persisting. And what I'm working on in the studio today is the Zodiac series, okay? So if you are a patron, first of all, thank you, patron pandas. If you haven't seen the update on Patreon, you should definitely head on over there. Or maybe check out the last vlog, which has some info on there. But I'm doing a collaboration with a super dope jewelry company that is nationwide, actually international, which I'm super excited about. I'll be able to tell y'all more about that later. But I have a deadline coming up for that. But I have a personal deadline for myself when it comes down to the Zodiac series, okay? Your girl isn't painting anything else for anybody else until she gets done with this. So I've been putting in major work on Pisces, okay? Like, so I don't know if y'all remember from the last vlog, I was thinking of keeping her with a neutral tone lip, but I was like, you know what, look, sis need to stand out. She need to stand out. So we put a little bit of pink with her, a little light magenta. Actually, what did I use? Was it a magenta? Oh, it actually was red medium. That's what we had on there. And added a little white so we can get it with the pink. So I was adding some of the reflection above. So she's floating suspended in the water. This is Pisces. I'm going to be working on adding some more of this algae, sea moss, seaweed coming up. So that's what I'm working on. We also got this piece, which I still haven't gotten up. This is going to be the summer scarf. Over here, I talked about this in last vlog where Gemini, this is her, she's rolled up, well actually the twins, both of them were rolled up, but I was just rolling them out because you see I have not finished her foot. And now that I look at it, I feel like I probably won't even need to finish the foot. If anything, I'm probably just going to work in some more clouds. Because these, like, this was some janky ass clouds. Like, what? These were some lazy clouds. So if I bring in some of those beautiful fluffy clouds in the front and kind of like have the foot kind of hidden a little bit behind the cloud, like she's actually in the cloud instead of just sitting on top of it, I think that'll be even a better aesthetic. Honestly, I'm a little frustrated even looking at this piece because first of all, this line is bothering me. I'll have to explain that to y'all a whole nother day. But also, just like this was a piece that I did probably maybe 2 years ago now, going on 3. And there's so much about it that I don't like anymore. I love it. It's one of my favorite pieces. I'm a Gemini, okay, sun sign. Moon and rising both in Cancer, okay? So just, you look, your girl be in the fields. She be deep in the fields. So I'm loving this Gemini, loving her, but it was just, you know, like over time, your skills develop, you get better, you start blending better, you start doing all the things. And so I feel like I'm not about to go rework that painting. I'm gonna let her be. I'm gonna let her stand in her truth. Okay, that was her truth 2 years ago. We don't need to go back and rework it, but I do need to clean up her foot. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get to it. They are on a major gangster lane, but that's all right. We got it tucked behind in the back. We gonna make it work. I wanted to leave this space open so that I could put up the summer piece, so that this piece can be moved here. Floor is clean. We ready to go. We got space to create. I was telling y'all in the last vlog about all the lost footage. That's okay, but during that, in that footage, I was telling you all about the scarves that is coming for summers. I'm actually creating a scarf design for every season of the year, so the next one is going to be summer, and I absolutely love sunflowers, so I'm thinking for this summer design it'll be something around sunflowers. That's truly my favorite flower. I talked about in the creative rituals. Sunflowers was actually the flower at me and Andy's wedding, and I'm super excited to incorporate that into the summer design for the scarves. So this is kind of what it's looking like. I was pouring these colors down, and I'm so here. We got like this spiral. We got like some Fibonacci golden ratios. I'm here for the sacred geometry. Wasn't even intentional, but it came out pretty nice. I was gonna do like some flowers all around, similar to the spring scarf where it was some leaves that was coming around, and then in the center you had just like the paint, the cosmos, the galaxies. But I'm in love with this circle. I'm like, what if I just make a giant sunflower? If it's like one big one, I think it would look good on a painting, but on the scarf it would just look like a brown scarf because majority of it would be the center of the brown sunflower. So maybe not. But definitely sunflowers. I'm definitely gonna be incorporating that somehow. And so for now, let's hop into Gemini.
She pull up, hop out, then she swerve. Do your two-step, your little catwalk, make it work. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose.
I pull up, hop out, then I swerve. Do my two-step, my little catwalk, make it work. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose.
Do your dance, girl, do your dance, girl. Is it me and you, or is you with your friends, girl? Is it you and them, or is we making plans, girl? Double up the coops, I is hers the bands, girl. She a 10, better tell her strike a pose. She don't switch positions and she plays the role. Hit up the salon, she gets the nails and toes. Hair done, neck, wrist, hands froze. She pull up, hop out, then she
to do it to myself. I'm not even about to do it to myself. I want to rework this entire painting, but I'm trying not to get lost in the sauce. How I said, this is how she was a few years ago, so I'm gonna leave it be. But I did work in quite a bit of clouds What we listening to today, y'all? We got a good one. Ray Dalio, Principles. Yeah, he coming with the keys, okay? Dropping the keys. We're on chapter 4, Road of Trials. Man, I just love listening to the legends. Like, they really, the thing is, when you realize that life is a cycle and you start to observe the patterns, things just start to become a whole lot easier. And like, literally his book is just like observing all the patterns through life. That's why I'm just super excited to be that like OG, you know, that like 92-year-old artist who's just seen the times come and go and can just look back and be like, yeah, it's all right, little one, hang on in there, you gonna get through, you know. So Gemini, y'all, man, I painted this piece such a while ago and I'm just seeing so many little bits and bobs, but I added some more details to her eyelashes, cleaned up her eyebrows a bit, really worked in a lot of the clouds. So how this scene ended up happening, I laid the canvas down how I usually do, and what I ended up doing was pouring the base layer of paint. Once I got that there, I folded it up so that I could have this symmetrical pattern on both sides, kind of like the ink block tests, you know, like that the psychologists use. That's how I actually established the background layer for her, and that's how I got the pattern for the clouds and the blue, and just having the symmetry going on in the back with the two goddesses in the center. But since the painting was so wet and I left it folded, and I don't like, did I leave it folded for, I feel like I didn't even leave it folded for a while. I just like put it together and opened it back up, but maybe because it was so wet, it was full of so much color, that this center seam stayed there. Now, some of my other pieces had lines before, and so what I would do is spray the back of the canvas, and what that does when it dries, it tightens up, similar to like when you priming or applying gesso to a canvas. If it has wrinkles, it'll tighten once you apply water to it. So I'm gonna experiment with that for the Gemini, because I haven't really looked at her for probably 2 years at this point, and now seeing it and knowing how beautiful all the other pieces are, I really don't want her to have this like line in the middle, and especially because she my sign. This is my sign. We gotta make sure it's right. So she's good. I'm not even about to keep critiquing this piece. I'm gonna let these layers dry, and what I'm gonna probably do is lay her on the floor and then sprinkle some specks so we can have some stars going on in the background, because I feel like she still needs a little bit of something going on here. I do want to show y'all this. So I added her eyelashes, cleaned up her brows a bit, but I don't know if you can see here. I'm gonna try to darken it up a little bit because it's kind of light. You see here how this yellow looks really muddy and kind of dark. It's fine, I get it. Overall, she is beautiful, and I'm not gonna be that person who just tears apart their own artwork, but that is just me pointing out, because I spoke about this in a previous vlog, how if you want to put a lighter color on top of a darker color, you want to prime that white so that it can really pop. And because like what's happening now is that behind her is black, so putting that yellow on top, and especially Golden's primary yellow, which is amazing, but it's very translucent. Y'all see this? Adjust, focus. So these black lines are showing you how translucent this paint is. So if you apply a layer and if black is behind it, you'll still see that black. So that's why it's still looking kind of muddy compared to Pisces, since majority of her background is white. The white and the orange is really able to pop because, as you all saw in the previous vlog, I left this center part white and I started to work in the colors tight around her so that this center can be nice and white, and I can have a nice primed surface so that when I apply these lighter colors, it'll pop and you won't have this muddy effect that's going on with Gemini. But it's fine, it's fine. It's fine.
wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
I got the most janky setup. I really need like an official photography space because this is looking low budget as hell. Low budget. It's been a great day. It truly has. I'm just like, I miss these moments just being in the studio painting. Y'all know I've been all over the world, okay? Doing the most. And so this has been a phenomenal day for me to just zen out. Like the weather was perfect. We took photos of the scarves. There's a beautiful breeze coming in. I'm just super grateful. Tomorrow I'm going up to Bellevue. You all know from past vlogs, it's been a lot with BAM, but the director resigned, which was great, but it's just still just like weird energy, but we moving forward. We standing in our truth. I feel like I done said that like 5 times. I guess I'm really trying to stand in some truth, so that's awesome. Anywho, the show is closed. Thank you so much to everybody who went to go see it. I am so proud of those pieces, okay? I mean, even just the installation process was a journey, and if you all missed that vlog, y'all should definitely check it out because it was, ooh, that was the biggest installation that I've ever done of my work. And so Friday we're actually going to be uninstalling the show, and man, I'm really nervous about that, to tell you the truth. Like I really don't even know where the pieces are gonna go, but I'm not even gonna worry about it. At the end of the day, the show was up. It was a success. We are moving forward. We are wrapping up the Zodiac series and just putting a button on everything, and I feel really good about that. Like I feel like I'm having some closure, at the same time entering this new space of, I guess, like leveling up. And I've been talking with the patrons about that, so they know where my head space has been about that. Also, if you would love to support my work, maybe checking out some of the links below. I do have a Patreon, and I love connecting with my patrons. I have a create day with the patrons, so every month we hang out virtually via Zoom and we just connect. We're creating together. You can ask me questions. We just hang out with the patrons. So if that's something you're interested in, and of course all of the other perks that's involved in Patreon, I'll link all that stuff below. But also, by the time you get this video, I think the scarves are gonna be live, y'all. Like I'm really excited about the scarves. It's just something that I'm super proud of. This is the first time I'm doing scarves, and I'm super proud of it because I feel like I did it right. It turned out good. Like they look amazing. So if you would like to get the scarf, you can check out my website. I'll link all that stuff below. Yeah, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired, but I'm feeling really good. I'm like over the moon that we gonna be monetized, y'all. We're building together. I'm like nervous, like this is so weird. Thank you so much for being here, and remember, if you like this video, like it. You know when I'll see you.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun.
SpongeBob coming too. We can be professional, a fine artist, and still be silly.
Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.